So this video is to help students work on identifying and creating fractions using the area model. We're going to create proper fractions. So looking at this first shape, the first thing I'm going to look at is how many parts this whole square is divided into. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4 total parts. So I know my denominator will be 4 because there are 4 parts. I see that 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 is shaded. That makes 3/4. So 3 is my numerator, and I now see that 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 is 3/4. This shape is 3/4 shaded. I'm going to look at this one. It's a little small, but I'm going to count how many total pieces make up this whole circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see 8 parts total to make a whole, and then I'm going to count how many 8ths are shaded. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8 are shaded. Next, I'm going to look at this triangle, and I'm going to count how many pieces total, how many parts total make up this triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. How many parts are shaded? 1/4, 2/4 are shaded. Next, I'm going to look at this rectangle, and again, I'm going to start by looking at how many parts make up the whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. And now I'm going to count how many are shaded. 1/6, 2/6, 3/6 shaded. Okay, next, creating the fraction. So representing this fraction with a picture can be a little bit tricky. The easiest shape for students to start with is a rectangle. So I'm going to do that for drawing 2/3. So I'm going to draw my rectangle, and then I'm going to think about the denominator, 3. So I need this rectangle to be divided into 3 pieces, or 3 parts to this rectangle. If I draw the line here in the middle and divide it in half, that will give me two parts. I need 3. So I'm going to think about where I can draw my lines to give me 3. So if the line in the middle gives me 2, I'm going to go a little to the left of that imaginary line, and then a little to the right of that imaginary line to give my rectangle 3 parts. 2/3 are shaded. So 2 pieces would be 1/3 and 1/3 to make 2/3. So I'm just going to shade in 2/3. Okay. And again, for drawing 5, 6, I'm going to do a rectangle. That's one of the easier ways for kids to draw. And when I draw this rectangle, I'm going to be thinking about how many parts. I'm looking at the denominator. How many parts do I need to get into this rectangle? And it is 6. So what I can do here is I know 6 is 3 and 3. So I'm going to divide my rectangle in half, and then I'm going to think about what I did for thirds over here, and have an imaginary middle line, and then draw my 2 lines to the left and the right of that. Now I'm going to look at how many 6 I have shaded. I have 5 6 shaded. So 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6 shaded.